I just want to do an energy update now that I've slept and I don't feel like shit very much. I still feel strange. But I woke up this morning. I just wanted to make an update video for today. So if you filter out the videos so you can see what went on today, you'll find this video. And so I took probably an hour nap because some of the symptoms of an energy shift is extreme bursts of energy mixed with crashes where you just randomly crash and have no energy. Yeah, it's so fun. It's just so fun. Then you get head fogginess like you drank alcohol and blacked out, but you really just are fucked up. Other symptoms include cramps, because apparently your certain chakras, I don't like chakras, I just like saying the certain body part, are expanding so they can hold more energy, which completely makes sense because when there's tons of solar radiation coming from space right now, you would think your body parts are going to adapt, are going to change and adapt to the new solar radiation coming from space. Makes sense. And guess what? That's a scientific thing. Yeah. But it's not anything new. You could have been having these symptoms 3 years ago. 5 years ago. No, 4 years ago. This apparently started in 2012. It just wasn't as strong in 2012. But now it's fucking extra strong because by December 1st, a giant ass wave of sun radiation or space radiation. I just know that there is radiation coming from space that is affecting Earth and the people on Earth. Yesterday I used telekinesis twice. Easy. No challenge. The sync turned on when I looked at it. And most videos of people with telekinesis, I even got yelled at by some retard in the comments section, where he's like, lecturing me on how telekinesis works. And I'm like, really? Have you ever done it? Maybe, just maybe, some people's energy is stronger than other people's, and they don't have to stare at something for 5 hours until it moves. So I looked up at the sink, and it quite literally, I could see the faucet turn, and the water turned on. That happened yesterday. But if you watch my other video, named I Just Used Telekinesis 2 times or twice, I already said that in that video. I described it. Pretty much, I turned around. After I turned it off, I turned around. I was looking at the sink like, are you going to turn on again? And then I start walking, and the sink turns around as I start walking away from it. And I'm like, okay, either there's a ghost fucking with me, or I just used telekinesis 2 times on accident. Every single time I've used telekinesis, and these are like other random times, and usually they're electrokinesis where I fuck with electronics, have been completely on accident, except one time where I almost destroyed my computer. The screen literally turned green when I put my hand over it. Today just seems like that day. I mean, I woke up this morning. I went through so many energy shifts in 2013. I believe it was 2013. I went through so many of them. Like it almost lasted every day. This reminded me of one of them. I woke up feeling extremely bloated and full for no reason because the night before I didn't eat anything bad. I didn't. So I'm like, okay, well then I'll eat something light. So I won't eat something with salt so I don't feel even more full. I had this giant ass belly, and I usually have abs, and I just had this giant ass belly that was sticking out as if I was pregnant. I looked at the symptoms, and like I said in the beginning of the video, I think, my root chakra, my stomach is getting bigger. as in it's expanding to hold more energy. But I've been expecting this. Like, I have literally been expecting not just mine, but other people's bodies are going to feel like shit because our energy in our body, and yes, non believers, energy is a real thing. Everyone has it. But this radiation from the fucking sun is fucking with everyone and making everyone's body parts ache to hold more energy. Whatever asshole says, well, maybe it's just a coincidence. No, you don't automatically wake up looking pregnant and having stomach cramps, then having leg cramps, then getting very drowsy and tired, passing out, and then having a shitload of energy when you wake up. That's not normal. That's not normal. My mom, when I was with her, she even said, "Well, I'm getting major stomach cramps." I'm like, "So what happened to me the entire morning?" I warned her weird shit is gonna go down in the next coming months, and she's like, "Okay, okay," like in disbelief. Then she's like, later on when I'm with her, my stomach hurts. I don't want to eat anything. I feel bloated. And I'm like, "Oh, so what I told you from the start is happening." Just like my grandparents. My grandparents are getting flu-like symptoms, and mostly my step-grandpa is. My grandma is just getting throat pain. And which is really funny because your throat chakra, it has to do with getting out your feelings and letting out your how you feel to other people, talking about how you feel. And then this morning, she just finally pointed out the most annoying thing my step grandpa does for the first ever time. First ever time. Whenever she talks, he just goes, "Okay." He doesn't acknowledge her in any way, which is kind of funny. Um, and then finally this morning, she's like, that doesn't mean anything because you just say it and you don't really hear what I mean. And I'm like, wow, I've never heard you say that ever. My grandparents don't usually talk about their feelings or emotions. But I keep saying to myself, after this energy, during and after this energy shift, my grandma is going to be more talkative when it comes to emotions. And so will my step grandpa. The thing about me is that for the past like 4 years, especially last year and this year, I have been letting out all my emotions, telling people how I feel that I never told before, and I'm coming clean about everything before it gets even harder and more. No one will have filters. Everyone will say how they're feeling. Yeah, imagine that. I don't want to sound like the crazy person, but it's coming. It's coming. But no, really, lots of radiation waves are coming to Earth. And this is just the beginning. This is just a little taste of the cake. This is a little taste of something much bigger coming. And I'm not surprised I used telekinesis yesterday. Why? Because when so much radiated energy is coming from space to Earth, our electromagnetic fields, I've said this in so many videos, are widening. They're getting stronger. So I wouldn't be surprised if I put my hand out and something moves on accident. Just putting that out there. Just want everyone to know that you're not crazy. Your mind and body is just expanding. Bye, everyone.